A big breakout is coming for Bitcoin within the next 96 hours. Now, what we have to look at is this symmetrical triangle for Bitcoin. And symmetrical triangles always break out towards the end, right around here. So what they do is they usually converge, become smaller and smaller until at the very end, all the momentum, all the volume comes to one point, and then it's this decision time. Either we go up or we go down. Now, which direction are we gonna go into? Well, there's three types of triangles, right? For these triangles, we have the descending triangle, we have the ascending triangle, and we have a symmetrical triangle. Now, usually a descending triangle breaks downwards, an ascending triangle breaks upwards, and a symmetrical triangle like we have right now usually follows the trend in the same direction that we've been going in the past. Now, this is obviously a symmetrical triangle. We can see that we are going sideways here and consolidating sideways. Now, the trend that we are in is obviously bearish. Before this, we went down bearish, and therefore I think with most likelihood we're going to continue going down. Now, what are the price targets? And there's a few different ways to draw these. Usually what we do is we draw it from the top to the bottom, but let's draw it a bit smaller here. So what we can do is draw it like from here to here, for the benefit of the doubt. And what we do then is we take a breakout point. So depending on where we have the breakout affects how far down we go. If we break out before, this usually means a bigger move. If we break out at the very end, like here, and I think we're gonna break out by around February 24th, the latest, so not many hours left until then. If we break out at the very end, we're gonna reach around about the lows here, the lows at around $60,000. If we break up from here, we are mostly gonna go to around about $78,000, and that is the price target for us. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what happens. I think we're gonna have hopefully a bounce here and consolidate a bit more so that the move is not too strong if we break out at the very end. And let's see, by Monday, you're gonna have a big move. Now, keep in mind, the time zone for the breakout looks at the moment to be around about Sunday or Monday. So if it happens, of course, over the weekend, we're gonna create another CME gap. Like, let's say potentially we go downwards, we're gonna create a big CME gap to the downside, which means on the next week, Monday, Tuesday, we're gonna fill that gap most likely. And keep in mind, we still have a gap at $83,000, and I really want us to go up actually, surpass this level at 72, which if we do so, we can then reach that target at $83,000. If we do not reach that target, no problem. We're gonna reach it in a couple of months as we go back up and follow our trajectory to the downside, where, like I said in the last video, I think the target for us is around about, for the bear market, around about here. We have critical support at this level, which is around about $50,000. If I zoom out a bit, we can see that this level has acted as crucial support and resistance. I have all of my drawings here. And what I basically said in the last video is that we're following last cycle perfectly. I mean, look at this. We had a double top. We had a double top here. Then we went down and we went sideways in an ascending triangle. This is a perfect example actually of the triangle I was talking about. It's a bit on a high time scale here. Actually, I can show you guys on a smaller time scale. But like I said, an ascending triangle usually breaks to the upside, right? And here we have the ascending triangle. I can draw it for you guys right here, round about like this, right? We have an ascending triangle here. It is ascending and consolidated to the upside, and it breaks down. Right now we have a symmetrical triangle, and the exact same thing happened in the last cycle. Just to show you guys quickly that we're following last cycle pretty much the same. Double top, 1, 2, ascending triangle here. So this is the ascending triangle right around here. And you see we're consolidating to the upside, then we go down. Then we form a symmetrical triangle, which we also did last time. You can see here we're kind of consolidating into this symmetrical triangle, and then we break down further. So I do think we could be most likely going down further as we play out exactly as we did last cycle. Without further ado, that's it. See you guys next time. Bye.